Hey, it's your boy BT, Brendan Taylor. We're at the 5th Street Gym on South Beach. You're watching True School Sports.
Alright, Brendan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with Luis Monda. How you doing, Luis?
Good.
It's good to be back at Johnny Toko's gym. We were just talking about, you know, I guess when you punch, you're supposed to stab people, and you would give me a whole breakdown on that. Can you tell people about that?
Sure. The bare knuckle fighters fought a lot longer and with less hand protection than we fight now. And I think this is one of the things that's been lost through generations of boxing due to the invention of bigger gloves and more development in terms of how trainers wrap hands. So they don't actually teach you how to form a fist in a way that'll prevent hand injury and at the same time maximize damage to the opponent. So the way I teach my students is they roll the pinky and ring finger in the tightest, and then the top two knuckles kind of stick out. So if they touch their hand to a flat surface, the smaller two knuckles are back further. You know, and like then when you go to punch, you kind of tuck your wrist a little, so that when you punch, the first two knuckles come out first and line up with the forearm. The back two knuckles are back further, so that actually protects these two knuckles. They don't impact the target because the smaller, weaker knuckles tend to snap easier. I know a lot of people who've done martial arts and box. Most hand breaks occur or either wrist or the back two knuckles tend to shatter or break or get pushed back. I knew a karate guy who hit a wall and these two knuckles went all the way to his wrist.
Oh.
So like he had to have two pins go from his elbow all the way out to re-straighten the bones. We don't want that kind of thing to happen. But also the other thing that happens is when you punch that way, and karate is one of the last arts that I know of that still teaches, you know, to pronate the wrist and the hand and aim one knuckle at a time, at the most two. But what happens is you concentrate the force. Instead of spreading the force across the whole fist and coming in block square like that, you concentrate it to just one point. So instead of a hit, the opponent will feel a stab. You know, the one knuckle is a lot smaller and it'll push into the body. For horizontal fist punches, vertical fist punches, horizontal's this way. Vertical fist punches, we tend to aim the backside of the middle finger knuckle. So again, you're driving knuckle first. You don't want to hit here or here. This is a slap. You know, this part of the hand doesn't hurt that much. So you aim just the one knuckle, try to get that on the opponent's bone or on their body. Uppercuts, it's the same target. It's right there. And that's when I touched you earlier.
Yeah.
With the Mike McCallum would do that to me. He would come to me all the time in the gym and just kind of drive his knuckle up into my body as like a greeting. And it always hurt really bad. And I never caught on to it. After like 2 years of being with them, finally I was like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I don't understand why your hand feels like that. But I saw he had his hand like this and he was poking me with that right there. You just drive that into me really hard. So you get a penetrating, instead of the force stopping and dissipating at the point of impact, you get a penetration. It goes into the opponent, does more damage. You're also more prone to shatter a bone. You know, it's concentrating, it's like a hammer. All the force is concentrated into one little point. So, plus, if you break a knuckle, it's just one, you know, instead of
The back two.
all of them. Yeah. So it's just better, more efficient, less damage. And if you look at pictures of old school fighters, they're all like this. If you look at their hands, they have them in that formation.
Yeah.
When they punch, they just, you know, they grip, they squeeze with the bottom two knuckles, top two stay loose, and they turn the punch over, and it creates a kind of stabbing effect.
Yeah. I mean, because you barely touched me, and I felt the power of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what effectively turns your hand into a weapon. It's like, I might as well have poked you with like a metal rod.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It feels the same.
Okay.